Hi all. Okay, in this video I'm going to tell you how to use a report definition in property. Well, property in the case drop down. I'll tell you in practical so that you will understand. Okay. First let us create a case, new vehicle insurance, then it will give our data. So let's go to the address section. Next, then our address section is coming. So here you can see the country name, right? Here it is asking us to enter the data, but I don't want this. So I can enter the data, but I don't want this in this format. I want in another format. What is that format? By selecting the options from below. So if we click on that, it should populate the available countries so that we can select. Okay, that is how I want to build this. For that we will use report definition. How to use it, I'll tell you in this video. Okay. So for example, what are the countries in the list? So for example, I'll browse it. Okay, how many countries in the world, maybe. Okay, yeah, that y is not working for me, it's fine. So around 195 countries names are there. So do we need to add the data of 195 countries by drop down option? Is it possible manual entering 195 country names? For drop down we can use drop down, but this 195 country name we cannot enter. So I'm going with report definition to fetch the data automatically. So if we use drop down option, some clever people will say why we should use report definition if instead of having drop down option directly in properties. But I'll not use, because I have lot of data here. 195 is huge number, so for that I cannot enter directly by one data, right? So that I'll go with report definition. How to create the report definition, how to do it, I'll tell you one by one. Focus on it. Okay, all right. So first we need to create a data class for countries. I'll create data class. Okay, so if we want this country is the part of which section, we can use it by live UI. Click on live UI and check that. I don't know which part this India, this country properties belongs to which section. So I'll click on that by clicking on live UI. From there we can trace it by using gear icon. We can trace it which section it is belonging to. Instead of going manually, we can do by using live UI, which I taught you in previous videos. Okay. Mangalap. Here the section is opened by double clicking or clicking on gear icon. You can go to properties. Okay, so here you can see the text input, right? So I want it to be drop down, so I'm going to change it. Instead of text input, there you can see change option on top. Okay, not here, on top you can see the change, right? Okay, instead of text input I'm going with drop down. So for that what I will do, this is the text input, so I'll change it to drop down. Change, click on change. So select a drop down. Now this will be reloaded, so data will change. Okay, so here you need to select drop down here. Okay, list of source should be our report definition. So if we select report definition as defined in property, means you need to give the data manually. So I'll go with report definition. I'll click on report definition so that the data will come in report definition. But we should have the report definition. Where is our report definition? For that we need to create report definition first. From where the data will come to report definition? For that we need to create a data class. So these are the steps we need to follow in this video. So first we will create data class, then after report definition, then after our mapping with the property. This is what will happen in this video. I think you all are aware how to create a data class. If you don't know, don't worry, I'll teach you here again. Okay, all right. Click on data types here. From here we can create it. On the top you can see that down arrow, right? By clicking there we can do that. I'll tell you one by one step. Click down arrow, add a data type, means creating a data class. The class name we can give whatever we want. I'll give here the respective name. Okay, I'm using my address data class name as country details. Same I'll copy into description. That is not an issue. So we can go to advanced because this country is all along the application we can use it. So I'll make it in framework application and organization class. So I'll delete that implementation class so that it will go into organization class, and the rule set also organization rule set. Okay, this is how we need to do it because we can access around the application. Okay, all right. Mangalapradayakayam Namah Shivaya. Yeah, I have changed it. Okay, done. Click on submit. That's it. Okay, no need to worry. Click on submit. Now, after submitting it, we need to add the properties. Properties means fields here. Add field. So first field country name and the second field country code. I will copy from the my data. I have already having my data which I generated by using something. Okay, now I'll copy the same property name so that for uploading the data it will be easy. Okay, all right, submit. And country name I'll submit it. It is actually very easy. Okay, creating data class is very easy. Okay, now my country code and country name generated. So I'll go to records. We should have the data, right? So configure source. Here you can see I'll make country code as a class key. Okay, we need to submit it so that these and all are normal. OOTB properties, forget about that. Our properties are country name and country code. Now I'll go with submit option. Okay, now we need to add the data. We should have the data in data class. Okay, I think you know it how to add the data. If you don't know, just watch it. I already taught these things in previous videos. Just go and check for complete details. Just here we need to add the data in two ways. By clicking on add records you can enter manually, or else you can download the export the file, and after that you can fill it and import it. That's it. Okay, that is the easiest way. So I'll go with exporting. Okay, I'll click on export. On CSV Excel file will download. I'll open it. I'll have my data into that sheet. I don't want remaining OOTB properties, so I'm going to delete it. I have deleted. After that, just delete it. Okay, so now I already having country code and country name. I already have the data, so I'll just copy paste the data. Okay, all right, I'll copy paste the data, and the same file which we exported should be imported, otherwise it will not take. So just save with the same extension. This should be CSV file. Just save it with CSV file only, because Pega will not take other extensions. It will take only CSV. Okay, all right. Now I'll go and import this file. How to do that? Just click on import, select the file, choose file. By selecting choose file, select the file. Now the file might be in downloads if I am not wrong. Yes, it is in downloads. I'll click on downloads and I'll access the file. That is the file. Okay, I'll open it and it will be imported into our data class. Okay, Click on next. The file came here. Click on next. Forget about all these things. Just go with the next, next, next. Mangalapradayakaya Namah Shivaya. Start validation. The data will be validated. Validation is successful. Our data will come. See our data generated. So now we have the data in our data class. So what I will do, I cannot call data class into the property, so it is not possible. How I will call this report? I'll convert this data into a report definition. For that I need to create a report definition. Where we need to create the report definition, as by the time I thought I was teaching about report definition, I told you where to create on the same class. So on country details class we need to create our report definition. Okay, I'll open our country class. Okay, Mangalapradayakaya. From here we can access our data class. Okay, rpa slash data slash country details. Okay, from here I'll go with right click, create report definition. Okay, just that is the steps I'll follow here. Report definition. Now I'm creating report definition. If you don't know how to create a report definition, just see. So we can name it here very well. The report definition name, I'll give something fetching country details or country details fetching something. It's our wish. Whatever the name you want, you can give. So I'll give the name. Then after I'll select same organization and all, which I followed for data class. I'll follow here as well. This is creating version 3. That is good. Okay, so create and open. Now I'll access the properties with the dot. Give the dot, it will come. Dot country, it will come. Country name and country code. These are the properties we are going to use here in this report definition. Okay, save it. Just save it. That is the button. That's it. Report definition has been created. Now I will call this report definition into our address section. So how to call it? I'll go to address section, double click or open it, the gear icon, open it and change it to drop down. Then change the source type to report definition. Here list of source you have, right? Change it to report definition. Okay, all right. Now applies to from which class? So here you need to select the class which we are going to work on with. So I'll give the class later, but it will throw error, I guess. We'll see. Report definition. Which report definition? Fetch country details fetching report definition. I'll type, it will come. Mangalaprada. Just I'm checking for the name, correct name or not. So the name is country details fetch. So I'll use the same name. Okay. It should give two pages, but it's giving one page. Maybe with the browser I have issues. I'll next time I'll do in next another browser. Okay, that is not an issue. So here I'll use that report definition. In the place of report definition, I'll call the report definition, and applies to is the class. Okay. Property for value means the which data it needs to be stored in the country, whether country name or country code, that we need to decide. And property for display, while displaying, you want country codes to be displayed for selection, or country name should, for better we will go with country names for selection, and saving with property value is for country code. Okay, so I'll select accordingly. This error, maybe this is warning, it can be ignored, we'll see. I'll select that class. Now property for value I'll select as I discussed. Mangalapradayakaya Harivarasanam Vishwamohan. Properties for value. So here I'll select country code. While executing, you will get an idea. Okay, what I'm trying to convince here. Country code. Here I'll select country name. Just I'll go with submission. It will work. Click on submit. Why I did save as means it is in version 1, so I'll save as to version 3. That's okay. I do save it. Okay, we'll check whether I saved it or not. So after that, we have properties, report definition and all. Now I'll create a case and test it. Create new, test it. Go to address section, so that you will get an idea how it will come. Earlier it was the asking us to enter the value at country. Now it will give the drop down. Okay, go to country, it will give the drop down, you can select it. Okay, you can select whatever the details you want, you just select it. I'll go with India. For billing address, I'll go with something. At shipping address, I'll go with something else. Submit it. Go to clipboard. Go to clipboard, py workspace. Just check how it is coming. We have selected India, but it will come in. That is what I was saying that time. What is display value, what is stored value. So here you can see that. Okay, address section we need to check. Yeah, Mangalapradayakaya. So here the country name is saving as IN, but we selected India, but it is saving with IN. Okay, so this is how it will work. If we create new case, you will get to know, or for more you will get more clarification. Okay, create new, advance it. So if I select something else, it is showing India, right? If I select IN, it is India, it is coming IN. So if I select something else, it will come based on the code. Okay, respective codes will save in that. So if I want to add something else in the report class, I'll go to data class and I'll add, that is secondary. This is how it will work. Okay, That is what properties for value. Properties for value means the country code will save if we select country. Properties for display means while we are selecting it will display country names. That is what I was trying to say. All right. If you want, just take the screenshot, you will get an idea. Okay, helper text and all we can give or not, it is in our hands. Okay, so after creating a case it will come like this. Okay, if we want to add some more data, some more countries, we'll go with data class and we can add it. That is okay. I'll add something Russia rs, I'll give so Russia, so that while in drop down also the extra data will come. That's it. Okay, this is how it will work. Now we can test it by creating a case. Now the Russia is added. This is how it will work. Okay, we can add our country names and all in data class so that it will fetch in report definition. This is how it will work. You can see how the data is saved. This is how the data is saving. Okay, got it right? If you have any queries, do let me know in the comments. Okay, within 2 to 3 minutes I'll wind up this section. If you have any queries, let me know. Okay, bye all. Signing off, Rajesh Balak. If I miss anything, I'll try to cover in next session.